Now I'm going to go over multiplying and dividing rational functions. I have s squared divided by 5w squared times w to the fifth divided by 2s to the fifth. We have to cancel like bases. I can put all the things into a certain order. For example, I can take all the numbers and just put them on their own fraction. That's this 5 and this 2 times s squared divided by s to the fifth times w to the fifth divided by w squared. And now it's really easy to see that this is 1/10 times, I have 5 s's in the denominator, I have 2 s's in the numerator. I can subtract 5 minus 2, and I can just leave that value in the denominator. And now I have more w's in the numerator, or the top of the fraction, and we subtract, so we have w to the third, really over 1. And this becomes w to the third divided by 10s cubed. And that's it. Number 2, x plus 2 divided by x plus 1 times 3x plus 3 divided by 4x plus 8. First thing we want to do, remember, we can only cancel factors. We can't cancel terms. So we want to see how we can factor these. X plus 2 divided by x plus 1 is not factorable, but I can factor a greatest common factor of 3 out of 3x plus 3, which gives me x plus 1. And I can factor a 4, and that gives me x plus 2. Now, I can cancel x plus 1 with x plus 1, x plus 2 with x plus 2. Those are pieces that are individual to themselves. We can't cancel just the x or just the 2, but I can cancel x plus 2 as if that is one number, because it is. That x plus 2 matches that x plus 2. Whatever x is, they match. So they can cancel. My final answer is going to be 3/4. And that's it. Everything else is gone. Question number 3. Q plus 1 divided by q squared plus 7q plus 10. I'm going to multiply that by q squared plus 6q plus 8 divided by 5q plus 5. Remember, the first thing I want to do is factor. I can't factor q plus 1. It stays the same. I can factor the denominator, and I get q plus 5 times q plus 2. I'm going to multiply that by, again, I have to factor. Let's factor the denominator. That's pretty easy. We get the greatest common factor. We factor that out, and we get 5 times q plus 1. And then last we have q times q. And then 8 is either 8 and 1. It can't be 8 and 1 because that would either lead me to 7 or 9. 2 and 4, 2 plus 4 is 6. That's it. That means I have q plus 2, q plus 4, and now everything's factored. Once everything's factored, now I just can cancel things. For example, I can cancel q plus 1 with q plus 1. And I can cancel q plus 2 with q plus 2. And what I get for my final answer is q plus 4 divided by q plus 5, and then times 5. What I have left is q plus 4, q plus 5, and 5. If I have c squared divided by 6d squared divided by c to the 4th over 4d to the 3rd. Whenever we divide fractions, we always have keep, change, flip. Keep, change, flip. What that means is I keep the first fraction the same. I change division to multiplication, and I flip the last part of the division. And now I start canceling. I'm going to do this one like this. I have d to the 3rd divided by d squared. That gives me 1 extra d in the numerator. I have c squared and c to the 4th. That leaves me 2 c's in the denominator. I can divide 4 by 2. And I can divide 6 by 2, which gives me 3. And now all I have to do is grab the pieces that we haven't canceled. So we have a 2, we have a d, we have a 3, and we have c squared. And that is the answer. We have 2d over 3c squared. And that's really it. That is our final answer. Let's start with 8. I have z squared plus 9z plus 8 divided by 3z minus 4. Now, instead of just rewriting it exactly the same way, I'm going to do keep, change, flip. I'm going to keep the first fraction, change the division to multiplication, and flip the final fraction. And now, again, it's just multiplication. And I have to factor. This is going to equal z times z. Everything's positive, so I know this is a plus and a plus. And 8, since I need 9, it's going to be 1 and 8. Divided by 3z minus 4 times 3z plus 4 divided by, and again, we want to factor the denominator. We want to factor everything, but we can't factor anything else. 4 times z plus 1. And then let's do the fun part, which is canceling. Z plus 1. And that's it. Why can I not cancel anything else? Because I can only cancel factors. Factors are things that are multiplied together. So I have z plus 8 times 3z plus 4 divided by 4 times 3z minus 4. Factors are things that are multiplied. I know I just said that, but that means that z plus 8 is a factor, z plus 4 is a factor, 4 is a factor, and 3z minus 4 is a factor. I have to really cancel all of those at the same time. I can't cancel terms means that I can't say, oh, I have a Z here and a Z here. That is not legal. You cannot do that. And there's nothing, even though we have a 3Z and plus 4 on the numerator and a 3Z minus 4 on the denominator, again, nothing cancels. Have a great night. Have a great day. And I'll see you next time.